Okay, what is going on with Kodak? Like genuinely, I'm honestly asking anybody. I am a little worried. So as many of his fans around the entire world, mostly on the internet, last night he was on Kai Cenat's stream, and all I can say is that Kodak was tripping out. He was completely acting crazy. Like, I'm sorry, I can't really filter it out and say something more politically correct. He looked crazy. Like an insane person you will find at a clinic or hospital or something. Like from beginning to end, he looked and sounded out of his mind. Just look at this.
Merci. Oh, W. Ah, thank you, bro.
He was just wild the entire stream. So much, in fact, that if you look at Kai's reaction to some of the things that Kodak was doing, you would see he's not even sure what's going on. He would even take a mysterious pill on the stream, and it didn't look like Tylenol or Advil, ladies and gentlemen. If you know, you know.
What was that? That was a glitch for the Twitch.
While just not even sounding coherent at any point during this entire live stream, it's a very sad thing that we're seeing happening with Kodak Black. And like, as a fan, I was literally just watching and I didn't understand anything Kodak was saying at all. Like I couldn't hear it. And you know, and Kodak's from Florida and he has a very thick Florida sounding accent. So it typically, for me, it's kind of hard to hear what exactly he's saying at times, but this was on a completely different level. I feel bad because there's obvious issues here regarding substance abuse in Kodak's life. He's battling that right now. Anybody who said he isn't, they're just lying to you and not telling you the straight stone cold facts. Any person with two eyes can clearly see what Kodak is going through, and it's not pretty. There's completely no denying it, but sadly, this kind of reminds me how Juice WRLD was. Hear me out. Y'all remember Juice WRLD had multiple clips and videos out there of him just like nodding off, as people do who have substance abuse issues, they kind of nod off sometimes. Or let me reference something way more popular than random videos, the actual music. Juice WRLD said in his music many times that he was battling with substance abuse issues and all of that, but we as fans just listened. And, you know, some of us commented on posts and tried to make it apparent to someone that he is dealing with issues and he's going to be in a very, very bad place if this continues. I think people are doing that with Kodak because Kodak has a strong fan base out there that typically cares about him and they don't want to see anything bad happen to him. But ultimately, as we all know, Juice WRLD lost his battle to narcotics way back in 2019, 2020. And honestly, none of us want to see that happen with Kodak, man. Kodak is a very, he's not the biggest rapper in probably this year or whatever, maybe in the past couple years, but what Kodak means to the culture is immense, and we want to keep him around because he means so much. And you know, his classics are classic, bro. Like whatever, you know what he means to the Florida area and all the people out there, and just, you know, you don't even have to like Kodak or respect anything he's ever done, but just the fact of him making it out of, I want to say he's from Pompano Beach, Florida. You know, he didn't see the greatest things in his childhood or growing up, but the fact that he can make it out of that situation, that setting, that area, and become something way greater, way bigger than that, is motivation to the next young man, young woman, or whoever watching his life and can see that they can overcome anything in terms of living situations or just whatever. He's a representation of that. Like him or hate him, whatever, he means that to people, and we want him to get help. But he's obviously going through a tough battle from last night's stream. You can just see it, and it's kind of sad because the only way we really would have seen that this was going down was that him being on Kai Cenat's stream. Who knows what he's doing in his actual personal life? You know, when the cameras aren't rolling, it's a scary thing to think about. Like, he couldn't make it an hour or so without looking insane. That's scary. But me, I think it really boils down to his personal circle. You know, they need to help him out with this because they see him every day. The fans don't, you know, like that's just being honest. They need to seek professional help if they haven't already. He needs that desperately. But I know, you know, Kodak's a grown man. You know, he's going to do what he wants. He has his own kids. He has his own life. He's going to do what he wants. And it's probably hard for even his personal circle to even tell him things that he needs to do to better his life. But this entire situation, to me, just seems like we're going to look at this in the near future if something bad happens to Kodak and be like, dang, I didn't know he was this far gone. But again, I know he has a family, some sort of family, and I urge his family and his personal circle to make him aware of how far he's gone, because I really don't want to see anything bad happen to him. Obviously, I'm a fan of the music, but this is way, way bigger than any song or album or whatever. I genuinely hope he gets the help he desperately needs. That's all I got for you guys today. I go by the name Rager University, and I'll see y'all whenever I upload next.